Alright guys, we're good to go. So in this one I think it's time to finally head into the main area part. What's going on upstairs? Ah, we're finding where all the weapons are, that makes more sense. There you go, let's head here first. Let's hand this quest in.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Going downstairs, aren't I?
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No idea what the fuck that is.
What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war.
Decent, so I should have kept the other two then.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here. Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
Think so.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Anytime, sweetheart.
Alright, so how many bits do I have now then?
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
I have nowhere near
For this
10k.
week's magazine club meeting. You're a touch late. Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly. Pick your poison. Marauders, wild beasts, acid lakes, bottomless sinkholes. If you're looking to die, Cascadia's happy to oblige. Landing pad on Monarch. You don't need a nav key to access it, so it's got that going for it. But it's also kilometers away from Stellar Bay, and the Monarch wilds ain't exactly safe. Might be best to, yes. Suit yourself. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Alright, so still need money. Alright, so we can go through this way. May as well give it a try then, so that just to see how it does go.
Is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
I believe there's a way to sell things to vending machines. There it goes, hack. I need at least level 40.
Regularly scheduled advertisement.
Berry fudge, a soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Okay.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Oh, what do you want me to do about it?
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
This ain't gonna go well. But there's no way I'm making like 6,000 bits just to get this key. Come on, game. Wish I knew what these guys were better at. For certain guns. He needs a better gun, to be fair. Leave it as is for now.
My dad taught me some French, you know.
I think this is plasma. It is plasma, okay.
Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
What?
I hope Edgewater don't end up like this.
Never had much of a sweet tooth myself. Indulgences like Rizzo's were frowned upon in my household.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
I smite you in the name of the law! A fine hit, Captain!
Ooh, that was close.
Take cover.
Oh no, man, I'm just gonna burn to death now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, let's recover. We finally got past the 2 bits we couldn't do before. Oh, that is a thing.
Attacking!
Want to try me? Sometimes violence is the only way!
Here I go!
Alright, well, I could do more than anything else is getting a better plasma weapon. After that, I'm pretty much sorted. Oh, it's a swarm. Man, they're horrible things. No, my character's proper dazed.
Attacking.
Here we go.
I'm on it. The strong survive and the weak perish. Nice hit.
Die, you bastard. Not got anything on it, has it? No, but it seems still powerful. Ow. Here we go, found it. I just want to get to the next town for now. There's no point fighting unneedlessly. Might keep going forward still.
Incoming. One down. That's the last of them.
Alright, things are going way better now that I've got a better weapon. Hey, why did you walk into the fucking thing?
This is going to be difficult.
But I say, surely you ain't got much health left. I didn't know there was a thing right fucking behind me as well. Alright, just after a half-hour cutscene, we'll be there. Alright, I'm glad the game's saved here. There's no way I could be bothered to go through the whole thing again. Well, let's be cautious of that bastard hiding behind me this time.
Incoming!
Nice one, Captain.
Where are they?
That's the
Okay,
last.
they're over here. Hello?
May the law have mercy on you. I won't. I'm on it.
The consistency of my ally's death is unreal. Oh, fucking hell. Alright, do not attack that big bastard. We get fucking surrounded. Where am I going? Over this way. Alright, stay away from that big brute. Oh, speaking of the devil.
We got a fight on our hands.
Alright, stick to the shadows for now. What the fuck are you screaming about?
Look out!
Ah, piss off. In a bit, comrades.
I'll deal with them.
Eyes up!
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. I never had any doubt we'd prevail.
Sure you
But
didn't.
that still gets the blood pumping, though.
If you've been with us long enough, mate, you should realise death is inevitable at some point. Oh, fuck me. Alright, no more fuck-ups, we're nearly there. That was horrible. Oh, broke a fucking kneecap now. You still need to keep going this way? Yeah, up. I got time to do some exploring though. Oh, not getting to any of the buildings, that's for sure. Hello.
Here they come! See you next! Wow, great work!
Awesome. What sort of weapons these guys have? You got knockout, knockout. We ain't really got like an ability on them. He has plasma, but he's not using it. Alright, you can avoid that place for now. Let's just try and get to the town. Still need to keep going forward.
Watch out!
Well, you're not, because you're connected wirelessly. Stand still. There you go. Fuck me.
Everyone all right?
We would be fine without this armor.
Here they come!
Nice hit!
Nice one!
Sometimes violence is the only way.
You are not connected wirelessly, so you cannot be disconnected.
Incoming. Nice one, Captain.
Alright, just run. Where am I actually going? I am going across this bridge.
Nice hit.
Oh my god.
Down they go.
Alright, keep going forward, there should be a bridge nearby. Stella Bay, finally, like five live streams later.
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
One help me! My boy's in trouble! Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Okay.
Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A Raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home.
You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it.
Fucking hell, he asked for someone for help and you talk to him like crap.
Last indoctrinating my boy. You punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Well, he went to them. I need to find a shop. That would do.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit, partake, buy me a drink and let's chat. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Let's go and do it then.
Well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Finally got over that crap then at least.
Something else I can do for you? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself.
There's your regular then.
That unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such. But it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope, but a man can dream.
Alright, spoken. Done everything we can here with him.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Not really. It's against another locals.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Velma seen out of sorts to you? She's always cranky.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like, hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
A bit weird. Alright, so I need to get my hack up. What was it? It needs to be 40.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Except for you, I can tell. You've got one of those faces.
Okay.
I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Aren't you a saucy thing? Now, I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
What the fuck?
Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
I just said it was for me.
Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to. Well, I suppose I could use the money to supply our little clinic for the rest of the town.
Decent.
Very well. I'll make an exception for you this one time. But let's keep this between us, dearie.
I got the stuff I needed to. Get the fuck out of the way.
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
You're right there.
Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the Unreliable Crew.
Oh.
So you
I wish we
keep
could change that
Monarch safe.
name.
That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
There's got to be a proper shop somewhere, though. Hey. Another bar.
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
I need to go investigate this shit. Alright, forget that for now. Oh, no, maybe we can't go and look at it then. I thought this might have been a quest, but clearly not.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Even
Fucking hell.
Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
This guy got destroyed. The bet and slips list some increasingly bold wagers made from a team called Mostly Colonists. Okay. Fuck's that noise? Self, blah, blah, blah. I pretty much can't get rid of anything at the minute. I pretty much use the same shit, the same vending machine. Don't think we've got any more points of interest on the map, do I?
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted.
Move out of the way.
Stop to dream of other things. That'll be the day sunset.
Could I get another advance, Miss? Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producer.
Toki Dream, thank you for the 500 sparks.
What can I do for you today?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask, just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Kind of like you, actually. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
Oh.
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like Saltuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
No worries.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Bit fucking
Look at
weird.
my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Do I?
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Alcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Okay.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Sounds good.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there.
Oh, don't worry, we've
While
died
you're at it,
countless
there should
times.
be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
Alright, so gotta get her a shag, pretty much, and I need to help him get the bolt thing.
Did you...
New club vendor.
have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute.
I wish these points of interest would actually appear on the map, so I can actually see where the fuck I'm actually going.
You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
I think you got me confused.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacks? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacks. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how
Oh, this is the guy we need to talk to her
It's
for.
working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Well, let's make it happen then. There's one over here. Slowly going to the left. There's something to do with this body. Am I supposed to find like a reason or what? Several ragged outfits, all of them same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Okay. Don't think I can really do anything with him. But yeah, the points of interest don't really appear on the map, which makes it kind of harder to find them.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
There we go.
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on. Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm wearing and how I'm fixing my hair. Or maybe I should go with a casual look? Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Alright, there's one down already. That's quite quick. Faction quests. Oh, that's for this guy. Okay, let's get on with this. Sanjay wants the data of any terminals in the arms building deleted. Okay.
I need to talk to you, Captain.
Okay.
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and...
Well, you don't know me at all.
Help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
Got it.
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home.
And then
we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
We've killed a few Mantiqueens, kicked their asses, but we managed to kill it, so not too bad.
Thanks, Cap.
Why are you calling me Cap anyway? I'm pretty sure you're not part of my crew yet. Okay. I got this bit over here. Because Eva's quest apparently just disappeared.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years.
See what you can do. Fucking hell.
Everybody okay? Great.
Well, you definitely battered them. Fucking 747, no wonder. Equip time, range, weapon, reload speed. Base health. Try that. Oh, sweet, I leveled up. Didn't even realize. Like, one more level up, and I can start selling stuff to vendors.
Here they come!
Thought someone was attacking me, then I'm just poisoned. Oh, I'll take these. Glad I went in here now. Equip. I built my character as a gunman, as a meleeman. I may as well try and stick to the melees more than anything else. So I can literally just repair my stuff wherever. Alright, just randomly picked up a nice hat. Quite literally just robbed the dead. That would explain why I'm doing no damage though, because my damage is like 300, my companion's like 500, 700-ish. So they're actually way stronger than I am. Oh, I can't see shit in here. I think we got everything. I've gotten what I can see at least. Bit of poison. And then 68 plasma.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you.
Oh shit. Let's see some. So that's level 16. This is level 7. Magazine size, special effects, stagger. I'll give her another heavy machine gun like the other one.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Vault with his name? What are you chatting about? Okay, you found access to review. He's not got a good reputation apparently. Didn't expect us to read it though, did he? But I'll delete it anyway, because it's what we're getting paid to do. I got shock, plasma, poison, and plane. Leadership skills, persuade ain't bad. What's my lockpick compared to my persuade? Persuade is 40. And my lockpick is 50. So I don't really need lockpicking more than I do persuade. Oh, come on. Game crashed. Don't even know when that was last saved either. I had some good items as well. It is really frustrating. I was actually getting into it as well. Finally able to kill these things that have been terrorizing me the whole fucking live stream. Okay, good. It literally saved me just as I hacked the machine. Oh, of course, because I actually finished one of the main optional side quests, didn't I? Doing so helped me out. I need to re-equip my hat now, don't I? Equipped you. Hit skills 5, heavy weapons plus 5, stealth skills. No. Tech skills plus 5. Engineering plus 15. Stealth skills 5. We ain't got any helmets. I've got a bad reputation with the board. We don't give a fuck about them. Anti-Cleo, agreeable. I got a slight negative with these guys. The space's choice is quite high. What the fuck was that?
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats hear boots?
Not really.
Get away!
Oh, is this a kid?
I was scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
No worries. The color in this place was horrible. Fucking flamethrower. It went so dark on stream then, it was unreal. Alright, so we need to wipe out the information because it didn't save apparently.
Sure.
That was easy. Apparently there's an enemy nearby though. Oh, here's the bastard. Deserter is forced to return by a heroic stranger. Miracle on the frontier. You start doing stretches when I wake up, my body's gonna all stiff again.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway,
What are you talking about?
what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Alright, let's do this. I'm not nowhere near done. No, before we do that, let's go to the vending machine. Not vending machine, the workbench.
Ain't that neat?
You come to Monarch and that's what you're excited about. You ought to get out more.
I'm getting out right now.
Wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work.
Can't find it, no. Here was somewhere around here. There we go. Oh yeah, I've got some weapons as well, ain't I? Mm-hmm. Level 15 already. Nice, increased the damage of that quite rapidly now. No, plasma. I think this one's just fire. Doesn't really say anything. So plasma and flame pretty much have the same icon. Yeah, at the minute I definitely have nothing for my melee weapons. Which one's weaker? 747. 533. That's already got one there as well. It really needs to find how to get more mods. Anyway, let's head to this next mission. That is here. Got quite a run ahead of me, unfortunately.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like
Oh, I ain't
fish
seen you
instead.
bastards yet.
Huh?
Here they come!
Who the fuck's screaming like a ghetto hen?
Nothing like a good tussle.
Yeah, we've got ages to go. Then again, it's only 700 miles. Not too bad. We can get there quite quick. If we don't run into any hiccups.
Incoming!
Where the fuck did those two go? No, he must have killed the other two.
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Yeah, not that much, mate. I'm the only one who's not ran into it so far. You two have.
Here they come!
Oh shit, didn't even notice my health. Alright, kind of a weird fucking place to respawn me.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Huh?
Incoming!
There's that last guy that was shooting. Oh, he must have fell through the map or something. He's disappeared.
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Some enemies approaching.
Here they come.
Now these guys are wreck at the minute, both of them have plasma guns. Oh, now I've walked into it. There we go. I should keep at least one ranged weapon.
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
I'm on it.
Here we go.
He's done a runner.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Alright, we finally made it.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so Might consider stopping in.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. No reservation? No problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is certainly a town, I think.
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
Come with me to Stellar Bay. The boss lady told me to take the night off.
Alright, is there a workbench here? There is. I ran straight past it. Oh, it's the vending machine.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. I'll be sure to remember that, fella. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening.
At least it's half.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
You got it. $100? Fuck me.
If I could, I would have. It's my crew whose lives are on the line. Them dying's just bad business.
Alright, so where's this sending me?
I don't think I like Miss Catherine. Not just on account of the swearing, though she swears awful much.
She's fine.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
79 bits. I'd rather use them just for parts. And again, no, screw it. They are better than nothing.
I test every product myself to assure max.
Don't care. Wait, what? Yeah, I need to leave town, but why is it not on the map? Oh, it's here. How many parts do I actually have for my guns to fix them? A wet 51. I need to head down this way.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance.
You're welcome.
Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Nothing at the minute from him. I need to be going down, apparently. Whoa. That was close. Fuck to get down. Preferably without breaking my ankles.
What happened here?
Got annihilated. I tried the blood leads away from the autoloader. Okay, my charm was down during that. But I don't see charm anywhere. We actually go for science. We've got plasma, shock, and just weapon effects. Alright, what I need though is to get my hacking to 40 still. There we go. Um, I'll give it a pulse hammer. Oh shit, got tunnel.
Like a raft among the rocks.
Ah, little bitch. Twice I've done that now. Fuck off. These fucking traps are doing my nutting.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
By blowing myself up.
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
No worries. I want to stick to the hunting rifles, to be fair. I don't really know what I want, in all honesty.
Great work.
I like how you sat here chilling, but let me take all this stuff. No, it's not time to leave just yet. Nope. Fuck's sake.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hole, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Look! I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
We gotta get over there, Captain. Maybe they're still alive.
We're alive.
There's more troops somewhere, and I want their guns. I guess not. I don't know how I'm gonna get up there.
I wish I could do that.
No, he's definitely not alive.
Gonna find you.
It's melting everyone to a crisp.
wish I could.
Wish you could what? Didn't tell you to do anything. Now let's go and hand in this mission.
What did Stellar Bay's engineer name your cannon machine?
I don't rightly know. That'd have been Guster, I think? I'd ask him, but he fell in the machine.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but I'd always envisioned that things could be different. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
So just Terra.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. MSI's leadership at the time certainly thought so, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. Very well. What can I do for you?
Want to leave. There we go. Alright, we can sell some stuff finally to the vendor. That's fine then. After taking it out, my engineering's still 80. Oh, everyone's looking good so far.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Alright guys, before we continue, I'm going to be ending this one here. If you guys enjoyed, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. That being said, take care guys, thank you so much for coming.